Hi, welcome to Spell Day. Today is episode 119. And we have Ensnaring Strike.
I'll get you.
First level Conjuration, casting time of 1 bonus action, range of self, components verbal, duration, concentration up to 1 minute. The next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends. A larger creature has advantage on the saving throw. If the target succeeds on the save, the vines shrivel away. While restrained by the spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature restrained by the vines, or one that can touch the creature, can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, the target is freed. At higher levels, if you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, the damage increases by 1d6 for each slot level above first. For once, I don't think this is that bad. Ranger-wise, at least. Alright, let's take into account who's actually going to be using this. This is, at least from what I can think of, a ranger spell. A reminder, I don't really look at the class lists before this. So, covering this is a ranger spell. It functions similarly to a smite, where it's self, verbal, bonus action, lasts a minute concentration. But while this doesn't add any initial damage, it has the attempt of restraining a target and then also dealing damage to them per round as they're stuck in it. Strength save as well, It specifically just says weapon attack, which means it could be melee or ranged, so restraint from a distance or restraint up close, so you can capitalize on it. I mean, this kind of does what it says. It's Ensnaring Strike. That's the half of it. It ensnares the target. They have to use their action to make a strength save to break out, or have someone else do it for them. The best part about this spell is not just their strength, though. The best part is the scaling of the damage. No initial damage, and then all of it relying on holding concentration, it can be a bit dodgy. And is really dependent on the target and their saving throw, because strength save depends who you're hitting. At base, first level, only does 1d6 per round. Okay. It is magical piercing, however, which is quite nice, because it's piercing damage directly sourced from a spell, so it's still overcoming those resistances. But it's great that it damages them at the start of their turn. So even if they have a chance of breaking out, if they failed the initial save, on the second save to break out, they're taking that damage. So hey, you got a high DC or hitting a target with a low end strength, or they're debuffed in some way on strength saving throws, you just keep hitting them with this consistent d6 damage, and is actually worth an upcast. Maybe not to your max level spells as a ranger, but 2, maybe 3, depending on the target, if you think you can capitalize on it. Though the issue then also comes in to the no initial damage, even on the first turn once they've failed to save. To then, well, they can break out of it, and then it's of no use. The fact it also requires upcasting to make it a bit more useful, because that is another issue. In most cases, immediate damage is preferred over ladder damage, because this concentration is taking up what could be Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark only applies to 1 attack during that round, but as a d6 is a bit more consistent than this spell that might not work. Outside of wanting to give this some benefit of the doubt, it's just usually there's a lot of creatures that have high strength that can break out of it, and the fact that another creature could come over to help break them out, and you'd be holding concentration on this versus casting something else, then again, you're not a mainline spellcaster. 4 out of 10. Again, depending on the target and the situation, could be good. Not the best entirely upcasting to its highest level, and there's just other things you'd hold constant. This shouldn't be concentration. This shouldn't be. This shouldn't be concentration. 3 out of 10. Because there's so many ways for them to break out of it, and you're already having other spells that you're holding concentration on. Three out of 10.